AE community, Maria Harshberger here, and we are starting a new segment which is Meet Our New AEs, and let's hear from some of our veteran AEs. We're going to start with our new AEs who are going to tell us what they're excited about in being an AE, what most surprised them as an AE at Aon, and also a little fun fact about them. So let's meet our new AEs.
My name is Dave Meyer. I work in the Chicago office.
Hi everybody, my name is Brian Glazer. I'm a new account executive in the DC office.
I'm Michelle from Indianapolis.
Hello, my name's Dennis Torlick. I sit out of our San Francisco office.
Hi, my name is Chris Riffle. I work in the San Francisco office.
What excites me about being an AE is working on a strategy with our clients and team members that exceed the client's expectations.
Really is moving from the employer space. I kind of chose to move to the consulting side and help a lot of different employers in health strategy and designing programs and making sure they're getting right.
What excites me the most about being an AE is having the ability to impact my clients' business and their employees by bringing positive, innovative solutions to their health and benefits concerns.
The biggest surprise about being an AE at Aon, I would say, is the amount of cooperation and support I've gotten from virtually everyone I've talked to so far at Aon. It's been challenging to start at a new company 100% virtually, not meeting anybody in person, especially a company the size of Aon. But everyone has been very supportive, very helpful.
The thing that has surprised me most is, quite frankly, how much you talk about clients and how much you parse the words of clients. I look back at all my time and say, well, how many times did I just say something off the cuff or that I hadn't even thought of or really hadn't, planned on doing anything about, and had a lot of people at my vendors go spend a lot of time thinking about.
My biggest surprise about being an AE at Aon is that there is someone at Aon that knows about anything that your client could possibly ask you about.
It's how close the health and benefits team really is. For such a large organization, it's a relatively small team, and I feel like there's a ton of support to help me excel in my role.
Fun fact about me, both of my great-grandfathers, my father, my uncle, my two brothers, and myself all served in the military. But I was the only one who got lucky enough to be stationed in Hawaii.
I have a nickname around the neighborhood that I'm in. It's Bunkle. It's Brian is my first name. And Uncle, I have a niece and nephew who live about 5 minutes away. Actually, it wasn't even my niece and nephew who made up that name. It was their friends who made up the name. And it's very odd as I go to the store, I go out in that neighborhood, that I can, cross the hall, cross the aisles, people go, hey, there's Bunkle. Not even my niece and nephew, just other people, friends, other friends of my niece and nephew out in the neighborhood.
A fun fact about me is that before I got into the wonderful world of insurance, I used to repossess cars for a local bank in Bloomington, Indiana.
And one fun fact about me is that I used to work at a Chinese restaurant for all 4 years of college. Ni hao.
A fun fact about me is I once ran a half marathon and only had 4 weeks to train to do it. And in the middle of all that, I got sick with strep throat. But I was pretty proud that I did, and I finished it anyway. And I don't even like to run. So I guess the moral of that story is sometimes you just gotta throw caution to the wind.
Now it's time to hear from some of our veteran AEs who are going to give some sage advice to our newer AEs, let them know what keeps them motivated, and also tell them something that was crazy that happened to them as an AE. Let's take a listen.
My advice for the new AEs is to be open. There is always something new that I learn from my clients.
1, ask a lot of questions. 2, don't worry, everything's on Aon Avenue. 3, don't worry, I've been here 20 years and I'm still searching for things on Aon Avenue.
The advice I would give to a new AE is to be curious. Learn as much as you can about your clients. Keep asking why. and learn as much as you can within Aon.
Always go on to the Aon Avenue and try to look for as much information as you can. Try to attend as many webinars that Aon is always providing that keeps us up to date on all the new and latest tools that are out there to help us service our clients.
What keeps me motivated as an AE here at Aon is really the flexibility that we have as AEs to listen to our clients and provide customized solutions.
The fact that I'm partnered with an amazing company that has a great reputation and brand in the industry. What's also motivating is the fact that Aon's core values encompasses an all-inclusive and engaging work environment for colleagues. Another thing that's motivating is the fact that I can reach across the aisle, brainstorm with other colleagues to talk about how we can deliver amazing tools and resources to clients. And what that results in is amazing client promise scores.
What keeps me motivated as an AE at Aon is first my network of friends and peer AEs that help keep me sane and collaborate with me. And also, constantly learning here at Aon and have such a strong foundation of just great ideas and innovation.
The fact that Aon is always providing us all the tools and resources we need in order to service our clients.
One of the craziest things that happened to me as an AE was during a finalist presentation for a prospect. So the team and I had gone out and we had practiced beforehand, and when we got to the prospect's office, we all sat down around the conference table, and apparently I sat down on a chair that was, unbeknownst to me, broken. And as I sat down, I flew backwards and fell off the chair. Instead of letting that get flustered, I actually said, "So now that I have your attention," and then we went in to the presentation. An hour later, we received a call that we had earned their business.
There was a funny story with a client. I made my presentation, gave them their final rates, and this was a religious organization, and they told me, go back to the carrier and tell them if they don't want to be trapped in purgatory, they got to come off the rates to make the client happy. And so had to go back and tell them that, and the carrier laughed and told me absolutely not.
The craziest thing that's happened to me as an AE is last year at the start of the pandemic, we lost power for a few days, and I led a stewardship meeting from our minivan.
Hope you enjoyed meeting our new AEs and hearing from some of our ones that have been around a while. We'll look forward to seeing you next quarter and introducing some more of our AE community. Have a great day.